Hi guys, I'm Anna. We are in PTR patch 274. Season 27 is incoming. And the seasonal theme in season 27 will be angelic powers. Every character in season 27 gonna get 3 angelic powers, 3 legendary powers that you will be able to equip on your character. Only one power will be available at a time, but you can change them, you can choose whatever angelic power you want. And in this video guys, we're gonna talk about angelic powers for Witch Doctor, what we are getting for Witch Doctor there. I have here for you 3 angelic weapons, guys. When we're sanctifying an weapon using a special consumable that you will be able to find in the game in season 27, the weapon is becoming this white. And we are getting a legendary power on this weapon. Okay, let's start with the first one. What we have there for Witch Doctor? First of all, we have here your Gargantuan spreads Locust Swarm to any enemy within 16 yards and summons zombie dogs periodically. Zombie dogs now gain every rune when summoned. Sounds interesting. Gargantuans, when the last time you used Gargantuans on Witch Doctor, no one remembers, but they actually exist and they're awesome. And it seems like Gargantuan spreads Locust Swarm now, so you don't have to use Locust Swarm on a bunch of Witch Doctor builds, because Witch Doctor always using Locust Swarm everywhere, because Locust Swarm is activating Ring of Emptiness. This means that, wow, we can switch, we can change. Yeah guys, it sounds cool, but this is not actually buffing your character. Instead of Locust Swarm, you will be using Gargantuans here, and your Gargantuans will be summoning zombie dogs. Zombie dogs with every rune. Then what we're getting here? What will be, what runes zombie dogs actually have? First of all, it's Rapid Dogs. Your zombie dogs gain an infection bite that deals 120% of your weapon damages poison over 3 seconds. This is useless. Summon zombie dogs cold rune. Enemies now, enemies who hit or are hit by your zombie dogs are chilled for 3 seconds. Okay, this is a crowd control. Live link here. Your zombie dogs absorb 10% of all damage done to you. Okay, this is interesting, this is cool. 10% damage, survivability buff. Burning dogs. Your zombie dogs burst into flames, burning nearby enemies for 80% of your weapon damage as fire every second. Also, this is not helping you a lot. And here we have Leeching Beasts. Your zombie dogs heal you for 100% of your life on hit with every attack. This is great. This is also survivability buff. This is nice. But guys, I must say, I played a bunch of Witch Doctor builds during this PTR with this buff. Unfortunately, this is not enough. This is this Gargantua skill, legendary power. It's clearly survivability buff, because this is what you have. You have to remove Locust Swarm from your builds, use Gargantua, and this will give you health. This will activate Ring of Emptiness, and this will, you will survive easier. But for classic glass cannon Witch Doctor builds, for example for Zuni, this is not enough. You're still dying all the time on Zuni, and so this is not an ultimate game changer. On the other hand, we have Helltooth build, and Helltooth is classic pet build. It's benefiting pets. It's adding the damage to Gargantuans, buffing Gargantuans a lot, and we can use this legendary power with Helltooth build, and it will work a bit weird, guys. Gargantuans gonna use Locust Swarm as the damage, as the actual Gargantuan skill. So guys, it's crazy, but it's not you are dealing damage through Locust Swarm, it's your pets. Your Gargantuan's gonna be dealing damage using Locust Swarm skill, and it's gonna be pet damage. So far so good, guys. It is crazy with this combo. So Helltooth and this Gargantuan legendary power, you can create really fast, really insanely cool Tournament 16 build. It is squishy a little bit, it probably needs a little bit of a damage buff. I was testing it today in a lot of variations, and I can say it's fun, it's definitely fun. It can destroy things ultimately really quick. but I think it could use a bit of damage buff. This build was discovered by JMac, and this crazy way how this legendary power is actually working with Helltooth build. And guys, I will put a link in the description, check his video please, there are all the details about how exactly this whole crazy combo is working. This is definitely a cool way how you can use this legendary power on Witch Doctor. For other Witch Doctor builds, well, it's just a nice change that you have your Gargantua running around, also zombies, your zombie dogs you have running around. But yeah, this is unfortunately not a game changer thing, okay? The next one, the different power. We have here 5 seconds after casting Hound, all haunted enemies within 50 yards are pulled to the Witch Doctor. Seems interesting. Maybe now Hound can replace Piranado. We don't need Piranado now anymore. We can just Hound everyone and everyone will be pulled to the Witch Doctor. We will create this pool. Yeah, maybe. But guys, the problem here that we have here this 5 seconds after casting Hound. 5 seconds, it's a lot. And I can say that's working too great. I would probably prefer it has absolutely no delay, so all the enemies that you hunted will be dragged towards Witch Doctor. In my head, this can work as a kind of barbarian spear, so you can constantly run, count all the enemies, drag them together, create big pools, maybe somehow, like, yeah, you can help the team with this, for example. I don't know, but those 5 seconds you can see on the screen, guys, they are not working too great. Actually, in the game, in such a fast game as Diablo, 5 seconds, it's a lot. Either it should be completely without cooldown, completely without delay, or I don't know, 1-2 seconds maybe top. The other thing here is that Hound is not spreaded automatically, unfortunately. You can maximum have 3 spirits at a time, and this is causing you that you constantly need to spam Hound. But you have other buttons, I mean, you have other skills, you have other rotations that you have in the most Witch Doctor builds, so this is not quite what you want. Okay, the next one here is Horrify, becomes an aura that causes enemies to receive 15% more damage and deal 15% less damage in addition to its other effects. I see damage? Am I crazy? Like, what's going on? I see damage here. We see, guys, damage. 15% more damage from Horrify, and also monsters are dealing 15% less damage to us. Okay, it's ability buff, it's damage buff, it's Horrify, okay, great, but you see, guys, and there is but, why am I here? So guys, I will show you really quick how this looks. Here is our Horrify, frightened aspect, or Horrify. Even if we are increasing with the face of the death the radius of Horrify, we are pressing Horrify, using it, and we have our aura. This is our aura, this is our area of effect. This will be constantly with us. You don't need to respam Horrify again, the aura will be still there. This is what you have, so you should be always relatively close to enemies to get to receive this buff. Those 15%. 15% is not enough, because most of Witch Doctor builds, they really need a massive buff. 15% is not enough, unfortunately. We need more to bring Witch Doctor back to bring Witch Doctor to S tier. We need more than 50%. Anyway, from all Witch Doctor legendary powers, this is obviously the best one, because this is giving you the buff, the damage buff. The only problem is that it's not enough. Also, guys, there is such thing that not every Witch Doctor builds is using Horrify. Horrify is such a thing. Horrify we were usually using for its frightening aspect rune, because it was giving us additional armor. Survivability, awesome. But also in most of the builds, if you didn't want to go, you didn't need survivability, you wanted to go more damage, obviously you were getting rid of Horrify, and then you were using, I also have it here, Big Bad Voodoo you were using. And well, Big Bad Voodoo you are using because the fetishes increases the damage of all nearby allies in a pet builds. Nearby allies counted, it's your pets, increasing the damage of your nearby allies by 15%. 15%, yeah, you heard it, 15%. And here we also have 15% from Horrify, from the aura of Horrify. And now I can't just do Horrify plus Big Bad Voodoo and get myself 30% damage. It's not gonna work because now I need Locust Swarm. Now I need here Locust Swarm to activate my Ring of Emptiness. Here it is. So guys, well, I had 50% from Fetish. I got 15% from Aura. Plus, minus, I just got nothing for my Witch Doctor. Not quite well here. And for our Witch Doctor builds, basically, instead of this Horrify Aura, you could just use Big Bad Voodoo and this would give you 15% damage. Yeah, Horrify is also, this Aura would give you also 15% damage reduction, true, but not such a great thing, not such a great buff, like not an angelic level power here, I would say. So guys, yeah, you could realize, yeah, I'm not happy with the angelic powers, but we are in the PTR and I just hope that they will be still somehow reworked, they will be still changed before the season will actually launch. At least maybe Hound will be changed, maybe we will get rid of those 5 seconds, maybe some buff for Hound, maybe a little bit, no, but okay, maybe, but at least let's get rid of those 5 seconds, let's try to just pull all the enemies together and carry all the enemies around all the time. Amazing gonna be. Also, I would really be happy to see here one of those legendary powers to be environmental some power. For example, you Witch Doctor is killing 100 enemies, some amount of enemies, doesn't matter, and it is causing the rain of frogs, the rain of bats, the rain of whatever, something falling from the sky and dealing damage. Amazing. I'm a huge fan of environmental buffs and I love it. Or we have on Witch Doctor, and it's the best skill, this is the best set for Witch Doctor that ever existed. We have a chicken set. We have, Witch Doctor has an opportunity to transform herself into a chicken and run and destroy everyone and shoot little chickens. Guys, idea for the legendary power. What about if Witch Doctor will get the power to, when Witch Doctor just constantly running, probably in the chicken form, probably in the hex, yeah, you're using a hex skill and good chicken rune, you are constantly shooting chickens. Chickens are running all the time. A lot of chickens are running from Witch Doctor all the time, so you are constantly hitting enemies around. The dream, guys. Let's create army of the dead, but army of chickens. Guys, by the way, why I am Witch Doctor fan with all my heart, no matter what. I love Witch Doctor. And how this happened, the love with Witch Doctor happened from the first chicken. The moment I saw that Witch Doctor can transform herself into a chicken, I felt in love. That's it. This is ridiculous as hell. And this is absolutely amazing. So let's bring army of chickens to the game. Guys, leave your comments below. What do you think? Leave your ideas. How the angelic powers for Witch Doctor could be reworked, or what can we add? Which angelic powers can be added to this season, to season 27? Let's see what will happen. What would you like to see in season 27? Then, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you on my streams.